Hey folks, welcome to Thorp Creek. It's Brad here. We're going to give it just a minute, see if a few more people want to join us. We're going to talk about all the gear for our pistol league that's coming up. It's going to be a fantastic league, and we'll get going here in a few minutes. Give me a coffee refill. Okay, it's about 11:15, so we're gonna get this little show on the road. If you are a member of Thorp Creek Private Shooting Range, you probably recognize where I'm at. This is pistol stand number 2 up here on the pistol range. And if you're not a member of Thorp Creek and you want to get a membership, you can visit our website, thorpcreek.com. You can call us, 417-791-5568. Send us a text. Just track us down. We'll get you set up with a membership. We've got tours available. And so if you want to come out and take a look at the facility, we'll give you a tour and let you see what's going on out here and what we're all about. And we get you signed up for a membership. So if you are a member, you are most likely familiar with our upcoming 15-point league. We've sent a lot of information out about that, and we've got probably about 5 or 6 spots left for that league. We'd love to fill it up. We're going to have a great time. The best thing about 15-point league is you don't have to be fast or accurate. Even just being pretty accurate or maybe being a little quick, you're going to be able to put up a good score. But the number one question we get about the 15-point league is what kind of gear do I need? This is a competitive league, and we'll follow a lot of the competitive league rules and kind of cadence as we go through shooting some stages. But we've set it up so that anybody on any budget, at any skill level, can come out and have fun. And so I want to show you some of the gear. This is actually my gear that I'll use for 15-point league. And show you a couple of the pistols that I prefer, but some of the modifications you can do in this league. And it is not expensive to shoot this league. You can get a kit that you can use for a lot of different types of shooting. You could just use it for this league, and you're not going to have to spend a whole lot of money. And that's the whole point of this, is so that everybody can get involved. So the basic kit that you're going to need is you're going to need a belt appropriate for holding your holster and your mag carrier. And what I recommend is Wolf Tactical. This is a competition belt, and as you can see, pretty stiff. It will hold your gear no problem. It's got a clasp on it. But the biggest thing about this belt being a competition belt is it's a 2-piece. And I highly recommend the 2-piece belts, and here's how they work. You have this portion of the belt, which is Velcro on both sides. So it has a closure here. This is the belt that goes through your belt loops, right? And this outside of it is Velcro, right? So this is your first piece of the kit. Your second piece of the kit is the carry portion. It's the portion that your holster and your mag carrier are going to go on, and it's Velcro on the inside. You can see here, right? And so the idea is that you've got the inside piece and the outside piece. This outside piece can be taken on and off while you're shooting without having to take off your whole belt. Very convenient. It spreads the weight out. It's very, very firm, but not uncomfortable. And it will allow you to take your mags out, holster and unholster your weapon, and then when you're done with your shoot, you can pack your weapon away, pack your mags away, you can take this off, and you can sit down comfortably for the rest of the day until your next shoot. So these Wolf Tactical belts are available on Amazon. They range from $50 to $75. I've seen sometimes they have colors on sale, and I've seen them as low as $35. Very inexpensive kit. I paid $54.95 for this belt, and I've had it for several years and had no problem with it. And one thing you're going to notice is that all the gear that I've got that I'm going to show you that's part of the kit came off of Amazon. That's the first place I go when I'm looking for gear like this. Look, I've got expensive gear. I've got $1,000 rigs. And those are great for shooting in competition, race rigs, but they're not necessary. If you want to go spend the money on that, there's a lot of places you can do that. I highly encourage it because that gear will last forever. But I've had all of the gear that I'm showing you today for several years. I've used it a lot and not had any problems with it. So I highly recommend it. There's no reason you can't go to Amazon, and all the gear that I'm going to show you today cost me a grand total of about $98. So the second piece that you need is a good mag carrier. So I have a mag carrier here. My mags go in here, and during competition I've got easy access to them. Right, so I can carry 2 mags in this. I've got the mag that I start with. That's in my pistol, so I can shoot 3 stages before I have to reload. 15-point pistol league happens to have exactly 3 stages. So the kit that you need is easily done with just a 2 mag carrier. This mag carrier, a little tight right now, but is adjustable. So you can use it for more than just 9mm. You can use it for just about anything that's double stack. It has a screw in the front. You can loosen it or tighten it based on your preferences, so you can fit larger mags in it. So the third thing that you need on your kit here is a good holster. This one, I happen to shoot a Glock 19 most of the time in competition, and so this holster is for my Glock 19. It's by Bullcraft. It is carbon fiber Kydex. It's got a neat look to it. One of the best things about it is it has what's called a speed clip on the back. So there's a little depression, a little button down here, and that's what opens the clip up. And so I can easily get it set on my rig and clip shut, and now it's on there good. It's not going to come off. If I was going to shoot, say, more than one division or more than one shoot, and I wanted to use a different gun, fantastic. I can simply pop this one off, and I can put a different one on that has the same type of clip. I highly recommend these clips. You also can just purchase just this clip. It's called a speed clip. You can get them in. I bought 5 of these off of Amazon for 20 bucks. And they have, on them, they have a lot of different holes for your screws. And so I have put these on lots of my holsters that I got with different clips on them. And so if I have a holster that I really like, really fits my gun good, but I want to use that holster in competition, I can get one of these, and I can usually find a configuration that I can put a speed clip on, right? So I highly recommend those. Again, you can get really, really expensive holsters, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, with lots of different types of kit on them. That's fantastic, but you don't have to do that. I think this holster cost me $25 on Amazon, and I have used it for a couple of years. I've probably holstered and unholstered my weapon in this hundreds of times, and it's held up great. So this whole kit, less than $100 on Amazon, and you're set. We'll put links to a lot of this stuff later this afternoon in the comments once this video gets posted. So the kind of next set of gear you'll need is going to revolve around the extra kit that's not necessarily on your belt all the time. So one of the things is you're going to need magazines. You need 3 magazines. And you need 3 magazines because you don't want to go stage to stage and have to reload. You can bring 3 mags. We have 3 stages that we shoot in 15-point league, and that's all you need. You'll load them with the right number of rounds before your section begins, before you get on stage 1 and you move through the stages, and you won't have to reload. So I, again, carry a Glock 19. I get Glock mags off of the internet all over the place. I can find them for as low as 20 bucks. It's one of the reasons I like Glocks. I've gone to Academy Sports and bought Glock 19 mags for as low as $10. So depending on the gun that you own, I'm going to show you a couple here in a minute where I have a Sig Sauer that I like to shoot. I don't shoot as often because I happen to only have 3 mags for it. I only have 3 mags for it because Sig Sauer mags are 50 bucks a mag, and I can hardly find them any cheaper than that just about anywhere. So you'll need ammo. In this particular league, we're going to shoot 30 rounds. And so you need 30 rounds of whatever ammo you want to use. One of the things I recommend doing if you're going to shoot in leagues is get an ammunition that's going to be easy to shoot consistently. I prefer Novex. One of the reasons I like these Novex is they're a lightweight round. For me, that translates the way I shoot into easier control of the gun. They're also, because they're lighter weight, they're moving a little faster when they come out of the barrel. These are 1,700 feet per second on a 9mm. And so accuracy, you have a little improvement in accuracy there. Another is that they're frangible. We will have some steel in this particular league. And so these are frangible. And I'm not going to get spall thrown back at me and get an injury that I don't want to have to deal with when I'm trying to shoot stages. So I get on AmmoSeek about once a week, and I look for the cheapest deals on ammo I can find. So Novex is pretty expensive stuff, and the cross trainers, because they're full polymer, are a little bit more expensive. These are usually about 25 bucks for a box of 20. I found these on sale through AmmoSeek at Youngblood Tactical. And you can look up Youngblood Tactical's website. You can Google it. They have some pretty good deals going right now. I bought this stuff for $9 a box. After shipping, because I bought a lot of boxes, I think the shipping was about 15 bucks. My actual cost was about $9.75 a box. So that's cheap. You can barely get any type of ammo for $9 for a box. There's 20 rounds in these boxes, and I highly recommend it. It's great stuff for competition. Now, there's no reason you can't shoot a standard 115 grain Federal. That's fine. Shoot what you're most comfortable with. The reason that I shoot with this stuff is, a lot of it is because I can find it so cheap. Another thing you're going to need is a good set of eyewear and some good hearing protection. Obviously, if you've been shooting out here at Thorp Creek, you know we require eyes and ears. For competition, wear what you're most comfortable in, because you're going to be wearing that a lot, especially when you're actually doing your shoot, and you need something that you can hear commands through, because you are going to be giving a lot of commands, or getting a lot of commands from the RSOs or the timers and the scorekeepers. So you want something that you can hear those commands with. And sometimes your old school big pair of earmuffs, they block out all sound. And so those might not be the best for a competition setting. These are by Surefire. They're not electronic, they're in-ear, but they have the capability to let lower decibel sounds come through. And so you can pick these up off of Amazon for about 25 bucks. Electronics are great too. They'll certainly help you hear the commands that are going on around you. So let's get to the pistols and to the guns. So I shoot a Glock 19. This is my Glock 19. I'm going to show safe, because that's something we do here. There's no magazine. And so I like the Glock 19 because it fits me well. The weight works, and I like the customization. To be able to put some stuff on without having to do too many really heavy modifications. Our 15-point lead, we are shooting what we're calling a stock modified. And so what we're allowing in this is the slide and the frame have to remain intact. It is iron sights, there are no red dots, right? And so you can change out things like the barrel. I happen to have a TIN lighter weight barrel with a lighter weight spring. That helps me with speed. It does affect the recoil a little bit, but I like to be able to move pretty quick. So I like the lighter weight barrel and the lighter spring, but to compensate for some of that, I put a muzzle brake on. So this particular barrel is from Shadow Systems. The The muzzle brake is a Lyman Tactical, and then I also use a weighted brass magwell. There's two reasons I use a weighted brass magwell instead of an aluminum. The brass magwell adds a little bit of weight lower down, and so it helps me with recoil and control, but it also helps me get a good foothold when I'm changing mags. So those are the modifications that I've done to this gun. I do have a slightly lighter trigger, but not much. I think I dropped it about a pound. That's actually, you can do that just with springs. But you can do a pretty good job on the trigger if that's what you want to do for this particular league. So these are all allowed modifications on the gun. You just can't make any major modifications or any modifications to the slide itself or the frame itself. So it has to be a Glock or a SIG or a Ruger or whatever. All of these modifications that I've done to this gun were less than $250. So I didn't spend thousands of dollars on this Glock, and you don't have to be competitive in this league. A stock Glock will be just as competitive as this gun. I've really just made this gun more comfortable for me to shoot. I really haven't added anything that's going to be an extreme amount of assistance for the shooter. I really just made it more comfortable for me to shoot. I'm a really big fan of the Glocks, your Glock 19s, Glock 17s, your Shadow systems, be great guns for this competition. So another option that I like to shoot, I'm still learning to shoot it, it's new to me, but in the compact realm, which I think is really enjoyable kind of part of shooting competitions, is this kind of compact specific division, but would be great to shoot in 15-point league, is this is a Sig Sauer X Macro. So it's got good capacity. It's got a few kind of customizations to it. So as you can see, it is safe, no mag. There is this one that's kind of unique, is it's got a built-in compensator in it. I'm still learning to shoot this gun. It's very top heavy, which is a little bit different to me. Again, that's one of the reasons I have a brass magwell on my Glock 19, is to get some weight lower down. I may have to put one of those on this gun to really get good with it. Because it is very lightweight, but it's top heavy up here. So this would be a great pistol for your 15-point league. Both of these guns, you can pick up the SIGs right now for maybe $5.99, and my God, I've seen Glock 19s, $400, $400 to $500. If you catch them on sale, like Academy is always running a sale on them. I've seen them as low as $3.99. So either of those would be great pistols. But you could shoot 1911 in this league, right? As long as it holds 10 rounds, you're going to be good to go. So you could shoot a Glock, you could shoot a SIG, you could shoot a Ruger. The M&Ps, the Smith & Wesson M&Ps are great competition guns. And I've got a B friend hanging out here. Oh, he's hanging out with Ken now. This is really all you need. So this main kit here, the belt, your holster, your mag carrier, less than $100 on Amazon. Most of us have more than 3 mags for our guns. You can really use any ammo you want, and you need good ear protection. You probably already own the pistol that you want to shoot with. Really, any semi-automatic pistol is going to be fantastic. As long as it'll hold 10 rounds, you're going to do well. You're going to get out there and shoot and have a lot of fun. So that's the basics of the gear that you need for 15-point league. If you're interested in joining that, I think we have 5 or 6 spots available. If there were a lot of people that wanted to do it, I think we could probably add a few more than that if we need to. So we'd love you to come out and shoot. Like I said, this league is built, you do not have to be a competitive competition shooter. Just if you want to shoot, you want to enjoy it, you want to do a little bit of competition, this is a fun and friendly competition to get involved in. You can come out and shoot this league and be here for an hour and go home. This isn't something you got to hang out all day and wait. You can come shoot your 3 stages and say hello to everybody and then head out. That's fine. It's meant to be an easy league to shoot in and not take up a lot of your time and be a lot of fun. So we're going to have some other special things we're going to do for 15-point league, but only the folks that get involved in that league are going to know about some of that stuff. And some big announcements that are going to happen around the 15-point league. So you'll want to kind of be involved, maybe just to kind of be on the front edge of that. So it's coming up, our 2 shoots. So this is, there's 3 shoots. There's 2 this year, October and November. And then there's a final shoot in April, and then there's a championship for the top 5. Top 5 shooters in score will go to a championship in May. And then at our membership meeting, our Founders Members Breakfast, which we have every year, we will announce who the winner of and what the rankings were for the 15-point league. So the idea is that you can come in and see kind of where the opportunities are for you in October and November, what you need to work on, and then you'll have all winter and into the spring to kind of work on the things you need to work on. So that gives you an opportunity to maybe hone your skills, and then when you come and you shoot the final general round in April, you'll have worked on that, and your scores will probably have improved. And you never know, you might find yourself in the championship. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We hope that you'll get involved. If you want to be in 15-point league, just shoot us an email or a text. Our members know how to get a hold of us. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, you're not a member, get a hold of us. We do not have very many founder memberships left, and once we run out of those, that's it. They're gone. We probably only have maybe 30 memberships left. If you're curious about what's going on at Thorp Creek and you want to come out here and do a tour, just give us a call, 417-791-5568, or send us a text. We'll set you up. We'll get you in here for a tour, and we'll get you signed up. So that's it for today. And we're going to post links to this gear that came off of Amazon. I'll post some links to Youngblood Tactical. I believe they still have a lot of this Novex ammo left. And you can get kitted up and get ready for 15-point league.